Well, waiting for the notification to go out. And there it goes. All right, waiting for people to come in. Hey, Earth. I see you. Hey, Mazakeen, welcome in. Remember, put your questions in all caps, everybody. Put your question in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. Hi, Monet the Dawn. Happy New Year. Oh, Jada. Okay. If you guys have questions, make sure you put them in all caps. Will 2025 be better to me than 2024? Let's see. That's a yes or no. I'll do a yes or no. And then I can do a past, present, future on that as well. No. Okay, since you got to know, let's find out what is going on. Let's do a past, present, future on that, since you got to know. That's past, present, and future. All right, so the one that came out no, that's the Awaz rune. This tells me that because it's in reverse and it means no, that there's some trust issues taking place. Here we have the Yanuz. I can never pronounce these things. Unused rune. Ura's rune. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce these names. So this one represents strength. In the past, you were having difficulty with strength. In the present, you have the Awaz rune. This represents safety. You're maintaining your safety. You want to continue to maintain safety. And in the future, the Egaz rune is about friendship. So I feel like you need to be careful around other people. I feel the safety revolves around other people. I don't see it as revolving around other things. So is there safety? Is there anything else besides friendship? You need to be careful. This is the Hagalaz rune. You need to be careful. There's going to be there may be some disruptions when it comes to friendship. There may be some disruptions. Hey, Shining, welcome. Is 6 up in here? Did I miss 6 up? I don't see her. Oh, awesome. Awesome. 6 up if you're listening. Thank you so much. We love you here. So, Mazakine, this is telling you to be careful when it comes to friendships. There may be a disruption. Thank you for being here, Shining. And I see the rest of you. I see Monet has questions. Preet has questions. I need to slow my chat down so I don't lose the questions. You're very welcome, Mazakine. You're very welcome. Eliza. Hey, Eliza. Welcome in. I don't know if the new avatar is showing or not, but I did change it. It slowed me down a little bit because I had to get a code to get back in my account. All right. If you guys see a new avatar, thank Eliza that's in the comment chat. Oh, sweet. It is showing. The new avatar, we have Eliza that's in the comments to thank for that. Thank you so much for that, Eliza. I greatly appreciate that. It is so beautiful. Let's see. We have Monet, Repreet, Aisha, Shining, Mary. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yes, Mazakine, Eliza did an excellent job. All right. You said you were somebody else. Oh, Jada. All right, Jada, I need to know what things I need to do in present moment for my year to go smooth. We're going to do past, present, future. I might end up being behind on comments, guys, because I'm not writing them down. I'm holding my chat up. All right. So, Jada, well, you want to know what things you need to do in the present moment for your year to go smooth. So, in the past, we have friendship here. You have friendships that were probably good. In the current present, we have the Gibo. This looks like marriage. But here we have the Rado rune, which represents journey, but it's in reverse. So this is not about taking a journey. Are you preparing to marry? Maybe? You're looking for a better job for this year. So let's see. Is there anything else to prepare for the present? Right now, it looks like you need to work on your strength. Now, that could be mental strength, that could be physical strength, energetic strength. You need to work on your strength. So what I'm seeing here, this is about marriage. This one. Oh, constraint. There is some constraints on traveling. This isn't the I'm still learning these things. This is the not these rune, not the Gibo. This is not these. So this is about constraint. There's some constraint when you have some constraint when it comes to traveling. Perhaps you need to work on what it is that may be holding you back when it comes to traveling. I feel there's something holding you back. So this is actually the Northeast rune, which represents constraint. Rado represents journey. So there's some kind of constraint. There's something holding you up when it comes to making some sort of trip. Thank you, Earth. Thank you for dropping the links for me. I appreciate it. Let's see. And then your next one was, will you find a better job this month or this year? Sorry if I'm behind in the comments, guys. All right. This is a yes or no question. Will I find a better job this month or this year? This month. That's a yes. You're going to find a job this month. I got so many different things going on coming up for the channel that I'm going to talk about here in a bit. Preet, your question, Jeremy's feelings after he saw me on New Year's Eve. Going to do a past, present, future. Yes, please just type your questions in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. That's past. This is present. And this is future. So, for the past, we have the Wonjo rune. So we have joy. We have the Gibo, which represents marriage. And then we have the Manaz rune, which represents the feminine. So Jeremy's feelings after he saw you are that he wants to marry you. He wants to marry you. So there might be a proposal there coming because he found joy in you. He found joy with you. Aisha, is Z worried about me? I'm glad you were able to come here and catch my lives shining. I really appreciate it. When I get caught up on these questions, I'll sit and we'll talk about this. So is I, this is for Aisha Sharif, is Z worried about me? Yes. Z is worried about your joy and happiness. Z is worried about your joy and happiness. This is the Wonjo rune, if you're wondering. All right, let me slip down through this chat. Do we have any other questions? Eliza, I'm sorry right now. Earth is the only mod. Mr. Hart's taking a nap. All right, Mary Bailey. Will my daughter resolve a problem she has? That's a yes or no question. You guys can ask more than one question. You can ask more than one question. The only thing I request is no politics, no religion. Government, yes, because we're separating government from actual politics. So if it's like a government question, but not necessarily a political question, I'll take that. But if it has to do with politics, I'm not answering it. I don't do politics. Will my daughter resolve? This is from Mary Bailey. Will my daughter resolve a problem she has? Yes. This is the Thorisaz rune. She has protection around her. So, yes, she will resolve that problem. Thank you all for being here. Earth. Oh, I thought Earth had a question. I was going to answer your question there, Earth, but it wasn't a question. Thank you, Earth, for dropping the links. If you're still here, can you drop your channel, the jerks, Eliza's channel, all the links to drop. And this set, you're going to make me count. Let's see. There's 25 in this set. There is different types of runes. Salem, there are different types of runes. There is a set called the Witches Runes. But I don't use that set here. I use this set. This is called the Elder Fathark. They're Viking runes. Sorry so slow to get to you. Margaret, is that a question? Is there any way I can start my class this month? Make sure you guys put your questions in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. Sorry I'm behind on my chat. It's easier than writing the questions down. All right. So, Margaret, is there any way I can start my class this month? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. So we've got a yes. Margaret, you've got a yes. This is a definite yes. This is the Gibo rune. It is about marriage, but in a sense of speaking, you're married to your class too. It's a union, not necessarily a marriage, but a union. So, yes, you can start that class. Next up is Preet. So Preet is a past, present, future. Why your aunt doesn't stop doing black magic on your family. So past, present, future. All right. So for the past, this is the Egos rune. There's a lack of friendship here. There's a lack of relationship with your aunt, is what I'm seeing here. The Taiwas rune in the present represents victory. I don't know, maybe have you become victorious over her doing that? Well, in the future, we have the Ansu's rune, which is about wisdom. It's in reverse. So there's a lack of wisdom. All right. This is not completely explaining this to me. So the victory is the victory. Does the victory represent the ant stopping the black magic? Yes. So she's going to stop it. If she hasn't stopped already, she's going to stop it. You've got the Ingaz rune. So if you're doing something to protect yourself against her black magic, I recommend that you continue it. This represents fertility. That means you continue to grow whatever you're doing and to continue to do whatever it is you do against her, because she doesn't have the wisdom to get past any roadblocks that you put in her way. So I recommend that if you don't already do it, you put up some protection so that you can have this victory. I feel like you already have a victory. And the reason you have a victory is you're working on blocking what she's doing. And there's a victory here. And this victory for the future is because she lacks the wisdom and knowledge to get around your roadblocks that you're setting up on for her. So yes, it's her black magic's going to come to an end. You just need to continue to do whatever you do to protect yourself and set up those boundaries of protection, and they will start stopping. They will begin to stop what she's doing. She won't be able to figure out how to get past them. Just don't let anybody know what it is that you're doing. All right. That was for Pre. Cherry Blossom, welcome in. I apologize for being late, saying hello to you. I'm behind in chat because I am, instead of writing the questions down, I'm slowing my chat down and reading them. Let's see. Margaret, will Paul get his way in court? Hey, Delia Woo-Poo. No, Paul will not get his way in court. The reason he's not going to get his way in court is because he's not protected. I don't know if you wanted him to or not, but this is saying no, he's not protected. Guys, I'm a little bit behind because I am holding my chat up so that I can see your questions. Oh, Eliza, you even asked a question. That's awesome. All right, I got Cherry Blossom and then I got Eliza. Ooh, I'm excited for this. All right, Cherry Blossom, do you see me meeting true love this year? That's a yes or no question. Not only did you get a yes, you got a marriage. You got the Gibo runes. This is the Gibo. So, yes. Cherry Blossom, yes. Eliza. Eliza wants to know, is Gypsy Rose's baby premature? Now, that's a two-part question. So is Gypsy Rose's baby premature, or is she lying about the baby daddy? All right, let's see first of all, let's get yes or no on whether the baby's premature. I hope you're still here, Eliza, to hear this. Oh, so the Ewaz rune flew out. It's sideways. There's some safety issues. So, no, the baby was not premature. This is the Burkana rune. It's in reverse. But there's no love. There's no love there. There's no love there. I'm concerned about this baby. I'm concerned about this baby. And this one came out sideways. I'm concerned about this baby, Eliza. I'm worried. Safety came out. It's sideways. So that's one way or the other. There could be some safety. There could be some safety issues for the baby. And she's not lying about the baby's not premature, but let's see if she's being honest as to who the baby daddy is. Let's see if she is Gypsy Rose lying about the baby daddy. Yes, she is lying about the baby daddy. This is the Laguz rune. This is about healing. I don't know her story. I know very little about her story. I know a little bit, but not enough to say who or what would be healing. But yes, she is lying about the baby daddy. Of course, keep in mind, this is all for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion, only allegedly. All that good disclaimer stuff I have to put out. All right. Salem. Who else? Do you whoop-hoo? Happy New Year to you too, Salem. It's been a good one so far. I've had a New Year's resolution already taken care of. Cherry Blossom. Do you whoop-hoo? What does the rune see for my future? So this is a past, present, future reading. And I'll probably switch up the past, present, future. I just got to see what other kind of ways I can do readings. All right. I know what I can do. So do you whoop-hoo? I'm going to do a 4-quarter reading. In other words, break the year up in 4 quarters. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We're going to do 4. I'm going to pull 4. Hi, Gabby. I'll get to you here in just a minute. All right. Do you whoop-hoo? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 1 rune for each quarter. This is going to be for the first quarter, which is January, February, and March. Here you have the Ewaz rune. This is all about safety. So stay on your toes, maintain safety as best you can. I mean, the world is becoming very ugly out there. We had, 4 attacks yesterday in different cities. The world is becoming a very dangerous place. So for January, February, March, the first quarter, you need to maintain safety, protect yourself. This is the Ewaz rune. For the second quarter, April, May, and June. You're not leaving the house. I don't blame you. For the second quarter, you have the Taiwan's Rune. So I don't know what it is that you're working on for the second quarter, April, May, and June. I don't know. There may be something that you are working on. Just an example, I know you want a new puppy. So I'm going to say that there's something that you're working on, and this is not a victory right now. As of right at this moment, it's not. I don't see a victory as far as whatever it is. There's something you're wishing for. I don't see a victory for the second quarter. But let's move on to the third quarter. July, August, and September. July, August, and September. The Amethyst Rune. There's something that you might not be wise about. I don't know. You're lacking in wisdom on something during the third quarter. Let's look at the fourth quarter. Let's look at towards the end of last year, or the end of, Lord have mercy, the end of this year. Ewa's Rune. So there's a lack of trust. A lack of trust. So we have issues. Let's go back here to the first quarter where it talks about safety. I'm going to clarify this. Safety. What do we mean about safety? Safety, Manaz Rune, safety when it comes to masculine energy. Safety is in regards to masculine energy. Now, masculine energy doesn't necessarily have to be a human being. Just keep that in mind. The second quarter, where there's a lack of victory, what is going on there? Let's clarify that. Let's see if we can clarify that. I know these readings are completely different from tarot. So you need to really be careful during the second quarter. April, May, and June, especially. I would be careful when it comes to your health and your surroundings, because I see a safety issue perhaps coming up here. Let's clarify this wisdom that's in reverse. So the wisdom in reverse is the Fihu Rune. So this is about somebody that lacks wisdom when it comes to wealth. Somebody that lacks wisdom when it comes to wealth. And now the last, the Ewa's Rune, the last quarter of the year. And yes, I'm doing the quarters. I'll explain why here in a little while. The Ewa's Rune, where it comes to trust. Let's see what we get with that. Trust the process is what I always say. Trust the process. So you've got the Ega's friendship. So this is about be careful when it comes to friendships. So you need to be careful when it comes to safety. You need to be careful. Protect yourself. Protect yourself when it comes to friendships. Protect yourself when it comes to your health. It's not anything that I wouldn't normally tell you to begin with. You just need to be a little extra cautious. Throughout the year. And you're might be dealing with somebody with that's not wise when it comes to money either. All right. Let's see here. Yay, Eliza, you were here when I did that. You're very welcome, Cherry Blossom. You're very welcome. Okay, Gabby, do you see Marco and I dating? That's a yes or no question. What the heck? 2 people in here? I know there's got to be more than that. Gabby, yes, I do see you guys dating. That is the Hagalaz rune. The Hagalaz rune represents disruption. There may be some disruption, but yes, you will be dating. You and Marco will be dating. The heck happened to everybody? I only see 3 people in here. You're not leaving the house, do you, Whoopoo? Preet, will Jeremy and I be in a committed relationship this year? You're welcome, Gabby. You're very welcome. Awesome. My counter said I'm down to like 4 people in here. I don't know what the heck's going on. Preet, yes. Will Jeremy and I be in a committed relationship this year? Yes, you will. This is the Ewaz rune, represents safety. Anybody else have questions? Anybody else have questions? Is there anybody else with questions? Earth, I don't need. I'm not pulling I'll pull a rune for it. Yes. See, it came out right. No, I didn't alter it. It did come out right. Yes, you will, Earth. Are there any guides around you and how many? I can't do numbers. You know that. We pulled that one before them. We were lucky we got the estimate on your puppy. Let's see. You see any guides? Yes, dear you Whoopoo, you have guides around you. This is the Athelia rune, represents prosperity. So you do have guides around you. Everybody has guides. They just don't. You have to be in tune with them. You know that little voice you hear inside your head sometimes? That's usually your spirit guide. It's not always that inner voice that you hear. Tina. Tina wants to know, will I get the job I just interviewed for? That's a yes or no question. My intuition tells me, yes, you do have guides around you. You have at least two. At least two. Tina wants to know, will I get the job I just interviewed for? Yes, you will. This is the Fehu rune. This represents wealth. Drusilla wants to know, will I ever feel better and not so exhausted from cancer treatments? It's been 2 years and I still feel so exhausted. Drusilla, I've got somebody here. When I said your name, somebody popped in. Will you feel better? Yes, you definitely will feel better. There may be a little bit of hiccups. This is the Hagalaz rune is about disruption. There may be a little bit of hiccups, but yes, you definitely will feel better. Give it time. It takes time. And I know in this day and age, all of us are impatient. All of us are impatient. And we just need to stop and think about it, slow down, and be patient. But yes, it will. You will feel better and not so exhausted. It's just, it takes time. It takes time. Preet, will I get financial abundance this year? You're very welcome, Drusilla. You're very welcome. Will I get financial abundance this year for Preet? No. This is the Manaz rune. It's in reverse. This represents masculine energy. So a masculine may be holding you back from that financial abundance. You're very welcome, Tina. You're very welcome. There you poo. Will Georgia win this game? They are playing Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. Really? That's your question? Georgia Bulldogs and Notre Dame. Is the Georgia Bulldogs going to beat Notre Dame? No. So if you bet on the Georgia Bulldogs beating Notre Dame, you're going to lose. Cherry Blossom wants to know. Oh, I just made SIRI go off. Okay, Siri, you can go away. Stop, Siri. All right. This is for Cherry Blossom. Is my grandfather around me? Dreamer, just put your question in all caps. All right. Yes, Cherry Blossom, your grandfather is definitely around you. He's actually protecting you, keeping you safe. Kelly. We're going to ask this question, Kelly, as is it safe to file for divorce now? So this is the Canaz rune. No, now is not the time. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Luck is not on your side right now. In the future. In the future. Have you waited too long? Yes, you've waited too long. This is a Manaz rune. So this is no for, this says no, your luck will not be on your side if you do it now. In the future, this is a Burkana rune. There's no love there. It's still saying no for the future. It's saying that you have waited too long. But there's always that you can. I strongly recommend professional advice when it comes to some of these questions. I'm not a professional. I'm not an attorney. They can better advise you. Who's trolling, Miss Earth? Who's trolling? Dreamer. How will a very important hearing go? That's a past, present, future. Past, present, and future. So we have, in the past, we had the Canaz rune, which represents luck. So I'm going to assume this luck is about the hearing even coming about. In the present, we have the Isa rune, which represents a standstill. It's currently at a standstill. Here we have the Solulu rune, which represents self. No, that's not the Solulu. That is this is the Ewaz rune. This represents safety. Some of these darn runes look a lot alike. So, how will a very important hearing go? Right now, in the present, it's at a standstill. In the future, we have safety. Let's clarify this safety. Let's see if we can clarify this safety. The Othelia rune is in reverse. The safety is, there's no safety when it comes to prosperity. If this is a hearing, if this hearing is in regards to finances, monetary gain, then I would say that somebody is protecting, maintain safety when it comes to prosperity. How's the hearing going, though? It's not prospering. The hearing's not prospering. So the Tiwa's rune, this is not a victory. If it were upright, it would be a victory, but this is not. There's no victory here. Perhaps it's slowed down. Yeah, it says standstill. I'm looking here. We have prosperity in reverse and we have victory in reverse. So is this standstill, is this standstill going to end, and is this hearing going to move on? Yes, it is. It is. Right here. It's going to end. It's going to move on. This is the Jira rune. There's going to be success. There's going to be success. The standstill is going to end. And you're going to move forward. I feel like this might be on someone, what I brought out here, maybe about someone else involved in hearing. Since I don't have all the particulars, don't want all the particulars, I'm just saying that I feel like this part is relating to someone else. The standstill is going to end. There's going to be success. Hey, Shan, I'm a little behind in chat. Put your question in all caps if you have a question, and I will get to you. Dreamer, I hope that answered your question. I think the standstill is going to end and be successful. The hearing is going to be successful, but maybe, I don't think if there's another party involved, I don't think it's going to be successful for them. Preet, will Jeremy and I have heart-to-heart conversation this week? No, not this week. There will not be any this week. This is the Ansu's rune, known for wisdom. So there's nothing to really, I feel like maybe there's nothing to really talk about this week. That's not to say that there's not the week after. All right. I'm catching up to chat. I apologize for being behind in chat. It's just easier for me to do the chat than it is for me to take the time to write the questions down. It takes longer to write the questions down than anything. So, well, I got 15 people in here before I go to Shan's question. I'm going to mix these up. So we have a new avatar. Thanks to Eliza from the Jerks. We greatly appreciate the Jerks. Six Up Media. All the others. Earth. Greatly appreciate Earth. I've got a new set of tarot cards coming in tomorrow, hopefully. And I also have a pendulum coming in. I'm going to see about using a pendulum. I'll get to your question here in just 1 second, Shan. So we'll have a new set of tarot cards, and we're going to have a pendulum. I'll probably use the pendulum on Thursdays. And Earth, please make sure you drop your channel as well. The Jerks, Eliza's, Six Ups, you know who to drop. There will not be any more videos reminding you guys of when the upcoming lives are. Why? My New Year's resolution was to learn and figure out how to schedule a live on YouTube without streaming, without any streaming app. I don't have StreamYards. I don't have Restream. That's why I don't have panels, because my internet will not allow it. I already have enough lag. There will not be any more reminder videos. The lives will be scheduled. Hit the notification button on the scheduled live so you get notified when I go live. So when I get off here, after I get off here, I'll put out a community post to remind everybody, and I will schedule Sundays live. All right, I see more questions coming in, so let me go back to Shan's. Shan, thank you for being patient with me on this. Spirit guidance for you. We're going to do a past, present, future. And I'm going to be figuring out other layouts for readings and stuff, so that I'm not doing the same old thing. That's another New Year's resolution. Hey, Sweet Pea, welcome in. Shan, let's see. When in the past we have the Taiwa's rune. This is about victory. You weren't feeling victorious in the past. In the present, we have the Fihu rune. This is about feeling the wealth, feeling wealthy. Now, what does feeling wealthy mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that it's financial wealth. We can be wealthy in many other ways. We can be wealthy in our health. Keep that in mind. And then here, Pertho is in reverse. It's not showing me a future, because this represents future. So let's clarify the future. So we have the Hagalaz rune is clarifying the future. There's disruption in your future. There is some disruption of some sort. Let's see. Let's clarify. All right. We've got the Egos rune. So this disruption could be with regards to a friendship. It could be with regards to a friendship. I don't see it. What we're getting with disruption is, so what I'm seeing is, here's what I'm seeing. There's no future because of a disruption with a friendship. So there's some sort of disruption taking place with a friend, and there's not going to be any future with this friend. You were feeling defeated in the past. You were feeling defeated. Maybe it was because of someone was making you feel that way. But here in the present, you feel wealthy. Now, when I say wealthy, I don't necessarily, like I said before, it's not necessarily monetary. You could be wealthy in the friends that you have. But in the future, you have a disruption in a friendship that is not going to be in the future, if that makes sense. There's no future with a friend that there's going to be a disruption with. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for subscribing to the other channels, Shan. Do you whoopoo? Do you see a relationship in my future? Hey, MC. Welcome in. Do you whoopoo? That's a yes. That's a yes. The in-laws rune. You just have to work on, there is some sort of relationship. You just have to nurture it. You have to nurture it. This is fertility. And when we think of fertility, we also think of nurturing. So you need to nurture it. Anybody else? MC. Yeah, you did, MC. You did. I did. I made it my mission to figure out, because I don't use a streaming service like other people do. I can't. My internet will not support StreamYards. It will not support Restream or any of those streaming services. So I'm strictly on YouTube, and I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. And it was my mission. It was my New Year's Eve resolution, even though I figured it out just before New Year's Eve and did a test on it. And I got it figured out. So we will, and there will be no more reminders on upcoming lives. They will just be scheduled out. So be on the lookout for scheduled lives. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Earth. I greatly appreciate you, Earth. You are so much appreciated. Cherry Blossom. Will I be financially abundant this year? Yes, I'm looking forward to making some changes. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing in a pendulum. Got to get it in. Hopefully I can connect with it. I got to dig for my other pendulums. I had one that I connected with really well, but I got to look for it. We bringing pendulums in. I've got a new deck of cards for Sunday. All right. Cherry Blossom wants to know about financially abundant this year. That's a yes. That is a yes. This is the Euros rune. Now, it may take you a little longer to get there because the Euros rune is sitting at an angle. I could straighten it, but this is the way the place it went. So you're going to be abundant? Yes. Is it going to be right away? maybe not. It may take you a little bit of time, but yes, this year you will be abundant. You might have to build up some strength to help you out there. Sweet pea. Any idea when I'm going to get over this illness we've been dealing with for 3 weeks? Well, sweet pea. What are your symptoms? I know we had symptoms of the C19 that lasted for 2 weeks. Well, maybe a little bit longer than that. Aw, thank you, Earth. Aw, thank you so much for that. I love you too, lady. Thank you for modding for me today. Sweet Pea, I'm not sure how to answer that. That's more of a question of... Your question is more of a question that should be referred to a doctor. I really can't answer when. Did you lose your taste and smell? I know we lost our taste and smell for like 4 days. Yeah, that's how we were. We got over ours, and it was probably about 3 weeks, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer than that to completely get rid of it. Do we have any other questions out there? Yeah, I know, Sweet Pea. It's probably the best thing you can do is rest up. Just take it easy and rest and listen to your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. That's why I didn't even attempt to answer that question, except tell you how it went with us, because we had, I think we had some version of C19. I don't know, because I didn't take my own advice and go to the doctor. So we will be live. We will continue to be live on Thursdays with rune readings, and probably going to be adding pendulums into the mix. The pendulum can help answer yes or no questions as well, just to switch things up a little bit. And like I said, new cards coming out. But the biggest change on here, 2 big changes. Number 1 is the avatar, where you see, oh, I got questions. And the biggest change is the avatar. Thank you, Eliza. I can't thank you enough. And the lives will be scheduled ahead of time. That's the big changes, the main changes. All right. So, Cherry Blossom. Will my son be safe and protected in the Army? Cherry Blossom, that's never a guarantee. None of us are safe and protected right now, if you really think about it, what happened yesterday. But I will answer your question. Will my son be safe and protected in the Army? Yes. You got the Ewaz rune. Actually, this particular rune represents safety. It actually represents safety. This is the Ewaz rune. It does represent safety. So, yes. Drusilla, will my spooky YouTube channel grow and get monetized this year? Oh, you have a YouTube channel, Drusilla? Oh. Are you from Fortune Cookies? Did you come over from Fortune Cookie, Drusilla? Will my spooky YouTube channel grow and get monetized this year? Earth, are you still here? That's a yes. That's a definite yes. Drusilla, that's a definite yes. Awesome. Awesome. Let me get my Earth. Mystical Heart Earth. Are you out there, Earth? Can you, Earth, can you grab Drusilla's link? Drusilla, is it under that name that you have in my chat? Is that your channel name, Drusilla? If that's your channel name, we will drop it. I'm working on it. Pooh, you're thinking like me. What's the handle? What is the handle, Drusilla? What is your handle for your channel? If you give us the handle, we can look it up. We can search by the handle. You're as bad as me, Drusilla. I watched the channel. Is that the handle? Like for Mystical Heart, the handle is at the at symbol MHTR. So it's the handle underneath. Earth, can you find that one, Earth? Macrobay Manor? Is there any other questions while I'm waiting on my wonderful mod Earth to seek out? There it is, Earth, at Drusilla Martell. At Drusilla Martell's Macrobay Manor. That's the wrong one, Delia Whoopoo. Earth is going to look for it. Will you ever see my dad? Will I ever see my dad again? Drusilla, is he in the physical plane still? Is he still here in the physical? I need to know that part. I do need to know that. Oh, sorry, you did have a question and then somehow I missed it. I will get right to you. Drusilla? Okay, he's still here in the physical. Okay. That's a yes or no question. No. This is the Laguz Rune. There's no healing going on. I don't know the circumstances, but it looks like there's something that there's some healing that needs to take place. This is the Laguz Rune. It looks like there's some sort of healing that needs to take place. This is turned a little bit off In the future, will Drusilla ever see Dad again? In the future. I'm still getting a no. So there's something that needs to be healed here. The ego's rune represents friendship. There's no friendship. Thank you, Earth. Preet, will I see Jeremy before Sunday? Yeah, he's not. You're not going to see him, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Drusilla. Preet wants to know, will I see Jeremy before Sunday? No. This is the AWAS rune. There's something regarding trust in the reason why you won't see Jeremy before Sunday. I'm sorry, Drusilla. Let's see, do we have any others? Dear Whoopoo, let me know if that link worked for Drusilla, please. Sweet pea drink. I drank vitamin C. I drank orange juice when I was sick, as much as I don't like orange juice. Anybody else have any questions? Drusilla, I'm sorry about that. That's so hurtful. I know it is. Especially if you spent time. Annabelle Inman. Will my stalker issue be resolved soon? You guys can put your questions in caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. And yes, I got that from my girl, Fortune Cookie Tarot. Annabella. Not Annabella, Annabelle. 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 Will my stalker issue be resolved soon? No. And this is a Manaz rune. This indicates that your stalker is masculine. Awesome. Thank you, dear Whoopoo. Earth, if you can look up Fortune Cookie Tarot by Annabelle and drop her link for me, please. I'd appreciate it. You should be able to just type her in. She just made congratulations to Fortune Cookie Tarot by Annabelle. She just hit her 5,000 sub mark. So congratulations to Annabelle. Does anybody else have any other questions? Earth, you are so appreciated. I owe you big. Whoa. Let's put this one back in here. Hi, Alicia. You're very welcome, Annabelle Inman. If you guys have any questions, please put them in all caps. Annabelle, are you Annabelle Inman, are you fortune cookies? Did you come to visit me? Or are you different, Annabelle? Okay, it's not you. Okay. Alicia wants to know, when will I get a job? I can't give a date. If you want to give me a time frame, we can work with that. I can't pull numbers out. I barely squeaked a number out for Delia Whoopoo, and that was based on pregnancy and weaning. Tammy, welcome in, Tammy. Thank you for being here, Tammy. If you guys have questions, put them in all caps. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. Just like Annabelle says on fortune cookies. Thank you for all your help, Earth. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Mr. Hart is resting up. He's got to work tonight, and that's why he's not here. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment. Put them in all caps. And you're yelling. We love you, Earth. We love you, Earth. I take any questions except for political or religious. I mean, if you have a question about, if it was a question of will I change my spiritual belief system, that's one thing. But asking about a particular religion is not going to get answered. I keep it simple. I don't do politics, period. But religion, depending on the question. The hardest one to calculate would be a timeline, because can't do timeline with the Viking runes. At least I haven't figured it out yet. I've been doing tarot longer than I've been doing runes. So, Alicia, if you have a timeline, if you can give me a time frame, will they find Caleb Collins? Will they find Caleb Collins? I'm not even going to ask. Just going to answer the question. Will they find Caleb Collins? Yes. Rune, with some luck, yes, they will find. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but according to this, yes. I love you too, Earth. We love you too. Alicia, did you figure out a timeline, a time frame? If you give me a time frame, like if you ask me, oh, MC, I don't know anything about that person. That's why I'm not asking. Oh, I got you. Remember, this is all, I got to give my disclaimer. It's all for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion only, allegedly. Okay, that's a little bit easier to answer, Alicia. All right. Will Alicia get a job soon? That is a yes. That's the Gibo runes. So it's going to happen soon. Will Alicia get a job within the next 3 months? Aw, thank you, Annabelle. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Alicia, will you get the job within the next 3 months? We'll narrow it down to the next 3 months. Since it did come out that it will be soon, will it be in the next 3 months? Yes, within the next 3 months. This is the Amethyst rune. This is the Amethyst rune. So, yes, with your knowledge and your determination and your nurturing, yes, you will have that job within the next 3 months. I can narrow it down. It just takes a bit. You're very welcome, Alicia. You're very welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? And I will probably schedule the members only live the same way. It'll be scheduled the same way as well. There will be no more. I might put a community post out to remind you guys, but other than that, from now on, the lives will be scheduled ahead of time. No more. I don't have to shoot any more videos to remind you guys about the lives. Be on the lookout for scheduled lives. Do we have any more questions? Anybody else have any other questions? I'm just excited. Yes, me too, dear you woo poo. I'm all excited too. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that after I get off here, Earth. If you've got time to talk after I get off of here. It says I can put an intro. It's probably one of those intros like I see on other people's that schedules lives. You can watch this few minute video and then you still have to wait for the live to a day or two later. Awesome. Sweet. Do we have any other questions? There's not going to be any angel numbers tonight since I'm doing this live today. Thank you so much, Earth. Lauren reads tarot. Awesome. My boyfriend Danny, his thoughts about us. Well, I'll do a past, present, and future on that one. My boyfriend Danny, his thoughts about us. All right. In the past, we have the Knaz rune. This is luck. This represents luck. In the present, we have the Jiro rune. This represents success. And in the future, this is a Sowulu rune. This represents self. So, your question is his thoughts about us. So I see his thoughts were luck and success. He felt lucky that he successfully found you. What's this self? Let's clarify what self is representing in the future. What does self represent in the future? So this Athelia rune represents prosperity when it's upright. It's in reverse. So there's not much prosperity there. Now, prosperity doesn't necessarily, it could mean money. Let's clarify a little further. It looks like, I don't like having to say this, you've got the Berkana rune here, and it looks like that the love is dwindling away. The idea of being prosperous in love is slowly fading. It's slowly fading. But I don't think it's him. I think it's yourself. Because here we have the Sowulu rune. This represents you. So you need to maybe work on some self-love. Because you know what they say. You have to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. So you may need to take care of yourself. There may be something that you need to take care of. The Thuraz rune. So you might need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself. You need to work on self-love. You need to work on self-love, but protect yourself at the same time. Awesome. I'm not getting anything about his thoughts. What is his thoughts? Let me pull some runes for his thoughts. His thoughts. So wisdom, we have the Ansu's rune. We have wisdom here. Lauren, wisdom and marriage. This is a Gibo rune. So it looks to me like he might be asking you to marry him. You have a great evening too, dear Woo Poo. Thank you for being here. So, Lauren, this part was probably you. Up here we have him, wisdom and marriage. So it looks like there you go. Yeah, that's what his thoughts are. His thoughts are about moving forward with marriage. Yes, it is, Lauren. It is beautiful. Does anybody else have any other questions? Runes? Yeah, they've been around for a while. This set is called the. I'm trying to remember. Elder Futhark runes. They're Viking runes. There is other runes out there. I know there's a set called the Witches runes, which is a set of 13. And then there are, I believe there's others out there, but these are the ones that I decided to learn. Is the Elder Futhark runes, Viking runes. Anybody else have any other questions before we wrap it up here? Ah, thank you, Tammy. Yeah, it's something different. I had to get away from doing tarot twice a week because tarot really drains the energy. And so I thought I would introduce the runes to my subscribers. And hopefully we can start getting a bigger crowd. I can do more, I can do more with especially the questions, because I know people come in on tarot nights and want questions, and that's a little difficult, although I might be changing my attitude on that as well. It is a new year after all. Well, when I do the past, present, future, I mean, if it's just a yes or no question, that's pretty straightforward. But if it's another type of question, I really do have to work with my spirit guide to figure the reading out, so to speak, just like I do with my tarot cards, just like with tarot readings. Yeah, runes are fun to do. They are fun. Pronouncing their names is not fun. Their names are really. I struggle with some of the names. I struggle with some of the names. Otherwise, I don't. Some of them keep coming up, so. The hardest part, the most difficult part is determining a time, a number. People ask for a number, and I can't give an exact number. I can only give an estimate. Okay, is there any other questions? Any other questions before we get out of here? Gavel Geeks! Hey, Gavel Geeks! Welcome! Do you have a question you want answered, Gavel Geeks? Earth. Mystical heart to Earth. Or come in, Earth. 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 You out there, Earth? Can you drop Gavel Geeks link for me, please? I know you're out there. Will 2025 be a productive year? Earth, please drop Gavel Geeks link for me, please, and thank you so much. Gavel Geeks wants to know if 2025 will be a productive year. Yes. 2025 will indeed be a productive year. It's going to be a productive year. This is the Laguz rune. It's going to be a productive year for healing. This is the rune for healing, represents healing. 2025 is going to be a year for healing. It'll be a productive year for healing. Thank you for coming in, Gavel Geeks. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of stuff coming around for 2025 for the population as a whole. I just feel like there's something coming. Things are changing. Things are changing. Transformation's coming. Yes, healing is definitely needed in 2025. I agree, MC. Healing is definitely needed in 2025. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. If anybody else has any questions, you can put them in caps. Put your questions in capital letters so that I can see them. I promise I won't think you're yelling at me. I agree, MC. I agree. We finally got a little bit of snow, and I do mean a very little bit of snow that we so desperately need the moisture. We need the moisture. It's been too dry here, but I don't want to jinx myself because I got appointments next week and I don't want to jinx myself and have to go out and feed the snow. I want to be able to wear my tennis shoes. Yes, I wear tennis shoes. I call them tennis shoes. You are a sweet pea? Ugh. I mean, we did, but most of it, a lot of it melted off this today during the day. I can, it's just patchy out there now. I think we may have gotten out much today or last night, but most, like I said, most of it's gone. Do we have any other questions? Yeah, gym shoes, tennis shoes, sneakers, whatever you want to call 'em. I'm in Wyoming, Tammy. I'm in Wyoming. Yeah, Gavel. He can ask me anything. I'll do a past, present, future for the for that. How's the economy going to be for 2025? Do I want to do a past, present, future, or do I want to do a quarterly? Let's do a quarterly. I'm going to do a quarterly on that, Gavel Geeks. When I say quarterly, like the first quarter would be January, February, March. The second quarter would be April, May, June. The third quarter would be July, August, September. And then the fourth quarter would be the last 3 months of the year. So we're going to do a quarterly. All right. Let's see what the first quarter, January, February, and March, is going to be like for the economy. So it's not going to be very well. It's not going to be very good. This is a Manaz rune. It's in reverse. This represents masculine energy, but I don't, since it's in reverse, I don't think it's going to get worse, but I don't think it's, let's clarify that. Let's clarify that. It's going to be a journey. We've got the Rido rune. It's going to be a journey. The first quarter is going to be a journey for us. It's been a journey for the past, I don't know how many years. All right. Second quarter, which would be April, May, and June. Let's see how the second quarter. The second quarter is the Ingwaz rune. The second quarter is going to look really good. This quarter this is the Ingwaz rune. It represents fertility. This means growth. This means growth starting in the second quarter. So April, May, and June. Let's look at the third quarter. Let's look at the third quarter. How's the third quarter economy going to look? The third quarter economy is going to look, it's going to look okay. This is the Sowulu room. We're going to be focusing on ourself during the third quarter and how we are interacting with the economy. This is going to bring about self-awareness and how we impact the economy. Let's clarify that. So we have the Laguz rune. This is about, like I said, this represents self. This Laguz rune is in reverse. It represents healing. We're not healing yet. We're not healing yet from the economy we've been dealing with. So we're going to see it start to grow in the second quarter, April, May, and June. But we still got to work on healing ourselves our own economy, so to speak. So let's see what the last quarter, let's see. October, November, December. What is the fourth quarter going to look like? So we have the Tiwaz rune. So don't go out and celebrate quite yet, because the Tiwaz rune represents victory and it's in reverse. So we do not have a victory. We're going to start seeing the growth in the economy. We're going to see it start improving, but I don't think it's going to improve to the point in which we want it to. So I think it's going to take more than the full year for the economy to actually improve. We're going to start working on it in the second quarter, but that's just the tip of the iceberg that we're starting on. So it's going to take more than the full year. It's going to be worked on in the second quarter, but it's not going to be completely healed. The economy it's going to take more than a year to fix the economy. Tell him he is very welcome. And thank you for asking a question. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. We know Rome wasn't built in a day, and the economy's not going to change overnight. But it is going to take more than a year. It's going to start healing, but it's going to take a little bit. Does anybody else have any questions? Any other questions? And so we've made changes, we're making progress. You weren't here to hear it, Gavel Geeks, but my avatar, I just changed my avatar. I want to thank Eliza from the Jerks for creating this avatar. She's also created all of my emojis that my members have. So all the credit, every bit of credit for my avatar to my member emojis goes to Eliza Jerk. Yes, I just changed it today to the new one. She just created that one today for me. The other one I was using, she created, but she went ahead and created a new one. And then in my old age, because, there's a birthday coming up soon, I just figured out that my birthday falls on a Sunday when I do tarot readings. Guess I'll be celebrating my birthday with you guys. I now know how to set up schedule lives. Yes, it was, Tammy. It was very kind of Eliza to do that for me. It most certainly was. Going to be introducing the pendulum in a week from Sunday. A week from Sunday, Drusilla, the 12th. January the 12th. I'll be starting a new decade. A new decade. Typical Capricorn. Your daughter's is the 6th. Aw, happy birthday. Happy early birthday to her. Typical Capricorn. I retired from mental health and substance abuse where I worked at for 17 years. I retired out of that and, well, just had to get a job. So I came here. Your son's is the 1st, New Year's. Aw, happy birthday to your son. Does anybody else have any other questions? If you guys have any other questions, just make sure you put them in all caps. 45 years old. Oh, your son? Carlos. Trust me, Tammy, my oldest turned 51 last year. All right, Carlos, let me see what I can figure out here. I'll do the quarterly for you as well. For the first quarter, which is January, February, and March. So you have the Tiwaz room, victory. So things are going well. Things are going to go well during the first quarter, which is January, February, and March. Let's look at the second quarter, which is April, May, and June. So your second quarter is looking good here. This is where the Wonjo rune, where you're happy with the way things are going with your economy. Oh, you don't have any? Well, then maybe you're going to start getting some. Because this Tiwaz rune represents a victory. So, oh, you changed to a new city. Well, it looks like you're going to improve. It's going to improve. You're having difficulty right now, but it's going to improve. Yeah, your economy is going to improve. The fourth quarter, you're gonna be in a standstill in the fourth quarter, which is July, August, and September. In July, August, and September, be careful. Oh, really? MC? You and I share a birthday? That's awesome. Well, be here. We're going to celebrate it on a live. And Carlos, your fourth quarter, which is October, November, December, You've got the Canaz Rune. This means your luck is going to change. So you're going to start seeing things getting better until the third quarter. The third quarter is July, August, and September. So in July, August, and September, things are going to come to a standstill. And then after that, October, November, and December, then you're going to get lucky and something's going to happen and it's going to improve or get better for you. Oh, okay, MC. Is he back this week? Yeah, Friday, I think. I think he's coming back Friday, isn't he? Poor guy. I will not watch that other channel. That other guy irritates the crap out of me. And I won't even say his name. I hope he feels well enough. I don't want him coming back out and getting sick all over again. I hope he makes sure that he's better before he comes back out. Yeah, that other channel, I can't take the other channel. I see some of Fubar's subs in the other channel, and I'm like, are you serious? That guy's a joke. All right. Do we have any other questions? If not, we're going to end it for tonight. Like I said, we've got a lot of new things happening. Whoa, I got a spirit here. I got a spirit. Spirit's trying to tell me it's time to get off. Is the spirit who I think it is? Will you have a girlfriend soon? Carlos, will you have a girlfriend soon? No. You won't. I'm sorry. You're not protecting yourself. You need to meet new people. You need to meet new people, Carlos. Okay, I got a question for myself. I have a spirit here. I seen it go through my screen. It made my screen blurry. Is the spirit who I think it is? Yep, sure is. It sure is. Hey, buddy. Thanks for being here with me. You're very welcome, Tammy. You're very welcome. I'm here every Thursday doing the Viking Rune readings, and I'm here every Sunday doing tarot readings. And my lives will be scheduled, so keep an eye out for the live to be scheduled rather than me putting out an extra video reminding everybody that I'm going live. That's something new that I'm doing on the channel. More new things to come with the help of my buddy Earth. All right. If there's no more questions, we're going to get out of here for tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. I greatly appreciate you, Earth, for being here and helping me out and allowing Mr. Hart to get his rest because he's got to work tonight. I greatly appreciate that. We will be back next Thursday with these. We'll be back Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. There will be a live. I will be doing, hopefully, my new tarot cards will be in tomorrow. And I'll get to know them before I go live on Sunday. So everybody have a good evening. Earth, thank you so much for helping me out and modding. Subs and mods. I mean subs and subs and members. I greatly appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you all so much. We love you here. And we will see you back next time. Love and blessings to everybody. And we'll see you back. Hopefully, we'll see you on Sunday for tarot reading. Have a good night, everybody.